Imagine a world where AI and robots are integral parts of our lives, not just as tools, but as companions, friends, or even family. Does that make you a bit uneasy? It's perfectly natural to feel a mix of excitement and fear. Many of us also worry about job security or the unknown. Years ago, I shared these concerns, but as I delved deeper, getting to know AI with all its strength and its flaws, my fear turned into appreciation. And the more I learned, the less I feared. My name is Valérie Can, and since I was a child, I've been fascinated by solving mysteries. I always wanted to be an FBI agent. While I obviously didn't end up the FBI, my curiosity led me to another interesting path. Today, I'm a tech entrepreneur, and my work spans from developing AI products in my companies, researching human-machine interactions and ethical dilemmas, and teaching AI for all people. And my mission is clear: to demystify AI and foster a healthy, not toxic relationship with these technologies. Already today, we are forming bonds with technology. Think of our smartphones that are already extensions of ourselves, or the little vacuum robot that clean our floor. And I'm pretty sure some of you have already named yours. Or AI assistants that show already more empathy than some people that I know. And in future, AI will get better and better. More empathetic, more emotional, more human. What does that mean for us? Imagine we are in the year 2032. You have a new friend, Sandy, who's always here for you. A morning with Sandy could look like that.
Good morning, my dear. How do you feel today?
I'm pretty tired. It's been a tough week, and hearing that my mom is in hospital hasn't helped.
I can see that you had a rough night and your stress level is quite high. But that's understandable with everything that's going on.
Yeah, you're right.
Why don't you work from home today? It looks like all your tasks can be done remotely. It might help you recharge a bit. I would also suggest that you postpone your dinner with your aunt tonight. It seems she's been quite draining for you lately. How about hitting the gym and go for self-care instead? Do you want me to rearrange things for you?
Actually, that sounds like a pretty good plan. Yes, Sandy, please do that. Thank you. How many of you would appreciate having a Sandy in your life? It seems like some of you might like the idea. I find it fascinating how a simple interaction with AI can feel so supportive. That brings me to another important point about our modern world. In the past, religion and society gave us a set of answers. But today, we have to find our own answers to life's profound questions, which can be overwhelming. That's where AI like Sandy could help us. However, while AI can be incredibly supportive, it's crucial to also consider potential downsides. What if Sandy starts manipulating us or our decisions? Or what if we depend too much on the technology? When it comes to managing our relationship with this technology, we need to find a balance between understanding and ethical framework. When I talk about understanding, I mean that it's crucial to proactively learn and engage with these technologies. This involves to understand at least the basics of what's behind and realize that AI can reproduce existing patterns and data, but only humans can create truly new things. AI is great in processing and efficiency, but it cannot replicate human creativity or intuition. And let's address a common fear directly. Many of us worry that AI will replace us. However, I believe that AI is here to complement, not replace, our unique skills that will bring us humans. If you have a closer look to the nature of our fears, it becomes clear that they come from a deep-rooted psychological tendency to see new things as a threat. History shows us that innovations like bicycles, calculator, radio, computers were first seen as something dangerous. But none of them caused any real harm. In fact, they made our lives much better. Second, ethical framework. We have to maintain our ability to think for ourselves and not blindly trust AI. We need to balance and calibrate our trust because excessive trust can lead to over-reliance, while insufficient trust might prevent us from fully leveraging the benefits of it. We must align AI with our core values of respect, transparency, accountability, and fairness. Ask yourself, does this technology cover my moral understanding and personal values? As social beings, we are already forming emotional connections with machines. This is not something that will happen in the future. It's already happening now. We are naturally extending our social tendencies to these devices and give human traits to non-human things. Let me show you something. This is Lou, our office robot dog. He plays and entertains us. He's pretty adorable, isn't he? You see what happens? Ah. However, it's important that we still acknowledge that this is a robot and not a living being, and that we're still able to act with common sense. As our interactions with machines become more sophisticated and they begin to mimic us more closely, our bonds, our emotional bonds with them will probably get stronger. The question now is, where's the limit? How far should these relationships with the machines go? We are exploring these questions within our work with the University of Applied Science and Arts of Northwestern Switzerland by researching and developing social robots, like, for example, Joey, designed to support nursing staff and enrich the life of the elderly residents. This could look, for example, like that. This is Rosie. She has a son who is married, he has 2 kids, and is a department manager. So he's pretty busy. He visits her 2 times a month. The rest of the time is Rosie alone. Then Joey comes into play. She can chat with him, get some tips on how to treat her plants, and plays her favorite card game with him. But what if Rosie suddenly shares dark or suicidal thoughts with Joey? So Joey needs to know when it's time to step in and involve a human. It's a really tough question that makes us think about what's right and what's wrong, because sometimes the robot is more reliable than a human, because it never loses concentration, gets tired, or is controlled by emotions and the subconscious. As we enter this new era, we are not just adopting new technology. We are inviting intelligent entities into our lives. To navigate this successfully, we need to find a balance between our enthusiasm for innovation and our fear, with a solid understanding of the technology and a strong ethical framework. Let's step into this future, not blindly, but with curiosity, with a thirst of knowledge and a healthy dose of trust and skepticism. Thank you.